As we begin our class today, I want you to slide up to the edge of your chair. I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and I want you to really let everything go. Nothing else matters right now. So don't worry about anything you have to do or what you have to see later. Give your body a chance, your mind a chance, just to give back to yourselves. So start with your toes. The feet are so important. And as we slide those feet underneath those knees, the ankles right underneath those knees, we've got stability. See how parallel we are. And again, we're all laid out differently. So if we have a sore hip and we've got to put a pillow under one hip and adjust it because of that, go ahead and do so. But try to focus on keeping your body in line as much as you can. So we know we have 2 pressure points in the ball of the feet and in the heel. We want to balance the weight, but we also want to spread the toes out. Give them some movement. And if they're really stuck together, reach down, give them a bit of an extra. All right, just move them around. If they're tender, be gentle. Okay, if they're a little tied up with each other, that's okay. Just do what you can. All right, I want you to really think about your arches today. A lot of us are very flat through the feet, so our knees roll in and our heels might spread out. So think about the 4 points, and then as if you have a towel under your toes, I want you to reach and softly, not to give yourself a cramp, but softly draw those toes in as if you're pulling that towel up underneath the arches of the feet. And you'll notice a gentle contraction, lifting. So we want to keep the arches supported. We want to keep them strong, but through time, with wear and tear and the body's weight on the, we do end up collapsing through them a little bit. So just like any other part of our body, we want to keep it flexible and strong. And that even goes with our hands. Okay, so let's start with the feet because this is where everything ripples up into our body from. Now as we place the toes back down, I want you to push in the ball of your right foot. So just all 5 balls of the feet are on the floor, and we're just going to rotate through the ankle to begin with. Rotate through the knee, if we can, it doesn't hurt. And maybe we can feel a little more into the hip as we extend and draw back. And just move as our body allows. Again, no pain. When we have pain, the body seizes up and gets very protective and tight. So we want to stay out of those pain zones. So a lot of us, when we start thinking about movement, especially in our feet and away from our shoulders and neck, we still want to use them. So relax the shoulders. Breathe nice and deep into your body as you move. Think about your posture as well. You should feel your sits bones on the chair. And then as we slow it down, try reversing it. Try small circles to begin with through the ankles. Maybe bringing in the knee a bit more. And then through it a little deeper into the hip if we can. Good. Want to keep that mobility through all the joints. Release pressure. And be gentle doing it. Well done. All right, relax that right heel. Make sure equal on the sits bones and those feet are spread apart once again. Take the breath in, relax the shoulders. You've got your posture. And then just draw that chin in a little bit. Over time, we tend to push the chin out, end up walking like this. We want to draw that chin in. And then when you're ready, think about that left leg. Breathe into it, lift it with the breath, and then circulate it around. We should never be holding our breath. When we hold our breath, again, we tense up. And usually under tense circumstances, we tend to hold our breath even more, which really doesn't help us. So we want to make sure no matter what, when we're under some stresses, that we continue to breathe. Good, relax and release. Perfect. You can make it a little bit bigger if your hips allow. And then slowing it down. We can try reversing it. Start small. And again, accept what our body can do. Don't get frustrated if you have a little bit of limitations, a little stiffness in there. We'll get there. Just take your time and just enjoy the movement that we do have. Feel it through the hip, through the knee, through the ankle. And as we slow this movement down, we're going to come right back down to the floor. And we're going to walk those feet under those knees. We're going to take a deep breath in, and for today, we're going to start standing. So as we come out of the chair, press into the feet, counterbalance with the hands, use those strong quads to lift our bodies up. Arm rest if you need. but make sure you're safe. Now as we walk to the side of the chair, take it to the right side. Good. So right, left, whatever you decide on, but the outside leg is what we're going to work today. So our outside leg is going to be our extension, so we're going to take the toe out to the side. We're going to load the left leg, but we're not going to sink and load the joint. So we're going to breathe into that left side as tall as we can. I want you to slide your toe in and take a little bit of weight off the foot if you can, and then just gently reach it out. If this hurts your hips, we just go as far. We make the movement a bit smaller, or we might have to go slightly forward. Perfect. Now breathe in as you bring that foot in. We're nice and tall. We've got balance. And as we release, extend. Breathing in. Beautiful. One more time. And then breathing in. And as we extend, we're going to take that toe, slide it on in. And with that outside shoulder, that right shoulder, we're going to rotate it back. Now when we do the rotation, the body stays still. The belly button stays forward. The hand can stay on the chair for balance, or we can stay nice and tall through both legs, but the knees are soft. Try to think of an oval coming up, gently rolling back and down. We don't want to worry about winging out the shoulder blades too much. Perfect. If we are tight, this movement will be smaller, and that's okay. Just do what your body can do. Now relax your right shoulder. You can put your left hand back to the chair for balance, because we're going to inhale that right knee back up. And we're going to extend that right foot out to the side. Now we're going to add one more thing if you choose to. We can let the arm flow as well. See how the shoulder feels. And then draw the body in as we breathe in. We might come into a toe touch or a float. And then as we release, put the toe down, give yourself a little bit of stability, and then inhale the balance nice and tall. And then release, put the toe down to give yourself that stability, because we tend to load the hip otherwise. And then bring it back in. Beautiful. Now, when we come in, try not to curl into a ball. Keep your body as tall as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, inflating the body nice and tall. Good. And exhale, core strength. Inhale. Nice and solid through the body. One more time. Good. And inhale back up. And relax straight down, walk it out. Well done. Now we're going to make sure we pick up our feet. We're going to walk around the front of the chair, over to the side, remembering that shuffling is where we catch those carpets and we fall. So we want to make sure we pick our feet up, the knees lift, we use these muscles nice and big, to the other side of the chair. Now again, as we plant the feet, the knees are soft, the hand is on the chair softly. Be nice and tall. All right, same motion from this side to the other. Take that breath into your right hip. Bend the left knee this time. And slide that toe out, exhale. Inhale that nice tall, tall body. Now as we exhale, the shoulders are relaxed. As we bring the breath in, we bring it into the lungs, not into the neck and the shoulders. Let them relax. Exhale. Inhale. As smooth as you can. The movement doesn't have to be super wide. Inhale. Exhale. See how the hip feels. And then we're going to place it straight down. Perfect. Now the feet are under the hips and knees are soft. Roll that right shoulder. See how this side feels. Use the breath. Lift with your breath in. Exhale the tension and relax the shoulder down. Breathing in and down. Good. So the breath is very valuable, as you've noticed. When we go for a nice walk and we're a little stressed out, we have things on our mind, it tends to relax us. So we can use our breath in any way, under different circumstances, to relax and release the body. Perfect. And then as that shoulder comes down, relax both sides of your shoulders, soften the knees. Inhale into your right hip this time, bring your left knee up. And as we slide that foot out, stop here. Maybe using the arm to extend, it doesn't have to be very high. Inhale that toe back in with the arm down. Exhale. Tall, shoulders soft. Inhale, height through the crown. And then softly release. The chair is there always for balance if you need, or challenge your balance a little bit more. Perfect. Release. There we go. Exhaling wide. Inhaling together. Take your time. Open it up. And then last time, bring those legs together. Relax the feet to the floor and just walk it out. Good job. Now as we walk to the front again, step up. Move those knees up. Keep those feet off the floor. You might feel like you're really over-exaggerating right now. That's okay. It's important to keep those feet from shuffling. Alrighty? So from on the right side of your chair again, we've got the chair for balance. We can keep it there, or we can take our hands to our sides. Now we're going to bend both knees. Now as we do so, watch your feet. The toes should be straight out front, the heels down the center. If we're in this position in a V, we're going to be putting pressure into the knees. Same thing if we're into a pigeon toed, a lot of pressure in those hips. So do your best to have those toes forward. The hands are going to come out to the front to feel like we're stabilizing ourselves but not stressing the shoulders. So pull your shoulders back. Now with a little bend in your left foot, we're going to take the heel forward, tap the heel. You've got the chair if you need it. Bring the toe back. This left leg stays slightly bent all the time. All right? Now the lower you bend with this knee, the more challenging it's going to be, so we don't have to have a big bend. Tap and then toe. Heel tap, then toe. And notice if you're holding your breath, or are you breathing? Release. And everything is just soft and gentle. Let's go 2 more. That left side should be getting warm. The knee should not be hurting. Otherwise, we make the movement smaller. Bring that leg up, walk it out, and just feel that warm sensation around that leg. Nice big steps around the chair. Take it to that left side. Hands on the chair if you need it. Both feet are parallel. Hands to the front, bend the knees to where you feel safe. Now this time the left leg is going to come out. Our right leg is what we're going to breathe into and make sure it's strong. And as we come up with the knee, we breathe in, tap with the heel, and then breathe in the toe tap. Exhale, lengthen, breathe in. Nice. Toe tap, or heel tap, sorry. Toe. Good. Heel. And as we just be aware from side to side, we might have a little more balance on one side compared to the other. Or this might be our challenging side, that's okay. Relax your shoulders. Keep your breath going. Good. One more. Gentle tap, bring it in, and carefully walk it out. Well done. Now remember, these muscles are here for a reason. They stabilize our knees, so we want to keep them balanced on both sides, and we want to keep them strong. So take your right hand to the chair. Keep the knees slightly bent, toes forward. Our hips are level, so give them a little wiggle, balance them out. Take your left hand out to the side, palm towards me, thumb to the ceiling. And we're going to bring the left hand as we twist through the spine slowly in the direction of the back of the chair. We're going to feel a lengthening down the arm. Drop your shoulder away from your ear. Remember the kiss test? We should not be able to kiss our shoulder. All right, otherwise we're up here and we're squishing and causing contraction in the neck. Inhale, open. Breathe across the chest. Let the breath open you up. Exhale, the body contracts, that arm comes in. And then we breathe and we open. Let the breath expand. You don't overextend the shoulder. Exhale. Good. Inhale. One more time. Now, if you're good here and your shoulder's a bit sore today, stay here. If we can go one up, so as we breathe in, or exhale, sorry, as we come into the chair. Inhale wide. Come across the chest as you relax your shoulder. The shoulder might want to stay up, keep it low. Exhale across. And then inhale. Stay here if your shoulder's sore, otherwise take it over the top. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Drop the shoulder as we come across the chest. Exhaling. And then one more time. Let's see it over the top. Slow, gentle. The breath is lifting you over like a rainbow. And as we come back, one more time across the chest. Sweeping it gently, feeling the contraction, the gentle twist of the spine, but no pain. And then back to center. Good job. Place your hands by your hips. If you need to hold onto the chair, continue doing so. We're just going to lift the arms up. And I want you to fill your belly, fill your chest, keep your shoulders down, and only rise your arms up as high as your shoulders allow. And release. Knees soft. Good. Now imagine you're holding a balloon in each hand. Bring them up. They're floating. The shoulders stay low. The chest, the belly opens. The chin stays in. Good. Shoulders relax. 2 more. Inhale, belly breath, chest. Expand, challenge your breath. Get those lungs to open. They get stuck together. We want to really open it up. Shoulders are right down, relaxed. Knees are soft. Breathe in. Beautiful. Lower those hands down. Roll those shoulders back. 2 rolls, soft and gentle. And then 1 more. Wonderful. Now pick up those feet. Let's walk around the chair once again. And at the same time, we're not holding our breath as we're concentrating on lifting the feet up. We still have a nice breath in the body. The feet come parallel on the right side once again. Knees are soft. Chair is there if you need. Let's start low. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale that right hand across. And I want you to think about lengthening, really lengthening through the body. You might even feel it on your left rib cage. And as we inhale, try to extend that arm by your breath, adding a little more air there. Now as we exhale, imagine the tension through the neck, the shoulders, and the back just dripping through your fingertips, and then breathing in. So if you begin to change from my motion, your motion might be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, depending on your breath, then that's okay. Just do what's right for your body as you breathe in. If you want to extend, I might be longer here, I may not be. And as I exhale, a nice steady exhale using my core, across my chest. I might find a little extra at the end. So it might take me a little longer to go through the motions, that's okay. And then my final one across the chest here, or we stay at this level, but when I open up my arm for my breath, I make sure my shoulders are down, my knees are soft, and my feet, I feel all 4 points on both feet, not super wide, nice underneath those hips. Then I come up. Good, exhaling. Inhaling. Shoulders come down, breathe into the lungs, not the neck. Exhale across the body. And then find that space, that openness. Take your time. Up we go if we choose to go up and over. And you might find that you're really tight today. You have lots on your mind, lots of stuff going on. Really concentrate not so much on the contraction, feel its power, feel its gentle massaging twist, but opening up the body once again. We tend to close the body up when we're under pressure. Up we go. Find length. And then softly release. Let's go one more time across the body. Shoulders down, we've checked with the little kiss test. Open it nice and wide, and then just softly relax. Roll your right shoulder back for 2. Good. Wonderful. Now step into the back of your chair. When you wake up in the morning, most of us hop out of bed, we start our day. I want you to think about taking that moment when your body is relaxed, soft, and warm to stretch. All right, this is the best time where when you begin to lift your arms, say, and pretend you're laying in your bed, you're gonna bring your arms up, you're just gonna stretch. So go ahead, follow me, whatever works that for you want to stretch, hyperextend, come back down. You notice that there's no competition. We just close our eyes, we find a spot on the floor and we just move. If we're in bed, we're just extending the body's limbs to whatever feels good. We're not trying to compete with this image that the arms have to be further back, touching each other behind us. We just listen to our body. So that's what yoga is about, is slowing it down and moving to what works for your body. And if it hurts, we're definitely not going there. But our body will crave certain movements if we give it a chance. We might just roll the elbows close, the hands close to the heart. So this is the best time, is when you get up in the morning, take 60 seconds and just stretch. Whatever, roll your wrists, move your hands, whatever works for you. Stretch from one side to the other, crossing the body. This is so important. It kind of re-energizes the body, takes any of those tight muscles from laying in one position all night and lets them break free. All right, so now let's bring our hands to our chair so that now every morning we get up, we're stretching, reminding ourselves to stretch. Walk your feet back, and as we go back, softly lay your palms on the chair. Your heels stay underneath your hips. Elbows are going to go towards the earth, and we're going to keep our back as straight as we can. Lower through your heart. Try not to bring the shoulders forward. So if you feel your shoulders coming in, your elbows almost coming together, pull the shoulders back. Imagine that there is someone pulling the shoulders softly behind you as you lower down. You will feel a nice pull behind those hamstrings. Breathe into them. Lengthen. Good work. As we inhale and come back up, walk your feet back in. And at the back of our chairs, we're going to keep our hands softly to the chair. We're going to take that right leg. We're going to step back into a little lunge, follow through to the heel. Try not to load your hands. See if we can take some fingers off if we can. This is for balance and stability, not for weight. Pull your shoulders back, bring your heart forward, and lift up and come to the toe. Lower back, keep the left knee bent, and then flow. So as you come up to a nice tall position here, I want you to pull the shoulder blades gently back into their pockets as you come forward, as if I have a string to your heart, drawing it forward, lengthening the body, and then coming back to that heel. If you're good with one hand releasing, take the opposite side. So my left knee is bent, I'm moving through my right. If I'm good, I can use both arms. So we have a little balance challenge. Our left toes are spread apart, so we have lots of stability. But again, if I'm nervous moving in these motions, I'm going to tense up, and I don't want that. So leave your hands on the chair. Visualize in your mind your arms flowing up. You've got this. Always be safe. There we go. Now notice if you shorten your breath. Breathe in. Find that space through your heart, and then come back down. One more time. Now place your hands to your chair. You've got that stability, that safety. Now the left knee stays bent. We're going to bring that right toe off the floor. Maybe bring your heel towards your glute. Feel that contraction. Tap the toe down. Bring that heel up. Very little weight in the hands. Now watch that we're not swaying over to the left side and bringing the heel up. Breathe into the hip. Nice deep breath into this left hip, keeping us tall. And then a little tap down. Good, breathe in. Hands are to the chair. Good. Maybe it's one finger on both hands, that's lots. Maybe it's 4 fingers. Good. Shoulders relaxed. And last one, breathing in. And slowly lowering. Slide your foot forward. Carefully walk it out. Now behind your chair, we're going to find the distance between the chair. My legs are wide, so I'm going to go nice and wide. Where I feel safe, my toes are forward, my heels are behind, my knees are slightly bent. Good. Hands to the corners of the chair. Now keep yourself close enough or pull your chair close enough that you're nice and tall, that you're not leaning forward. Coming in from a sitting or a standing position that we're in, take your right arm out to the side. If you're good here, take your left arm out to the side. Drop the elbows towards the hips. Inhale, grow tall. Shoulders stay down. Drop, drop, drop. And elbows come in. Knees are soft. And again, our stance is only as wide as we feel safe. Now for some of us, we might pull our chair to our hips so we've got that little sensation of touching so that we don't feel like we're falling. So we might just do that. If we're not comfortable taking our hands off the chair, continue with both hands if you can. We're just going to do one. And then we switch. Soften, relax with the exhale. Inhale. Perfect. Both hands if you can. Now shoulders are down, arms rise. Perfect. One more time like this, we're going to add a little more of a variation here. Come on up. Come down halfway. Bring the elbows towards each other. And then softly release. Inhale up. Now if I'm only doing one arm, I'm just going to bring that one arm across. Halfway lowering the one arm, shoulders down, bring those elbows in, and then gently open. Relax the shoulders, inhale up. Now watch that we're not going too far back with the arms. Concentrate on the contraction, exhaling. Open up your heart with your breath. Exhale up. And we do get very weak in these shoulders, so we take the breaks as we need. Build a little strength for our one final one. Shoulders soft, up we go. Contracting, exhaling, lowering, and releasing. One more squeeze together. Beautiful. And then take your hands down by your sides. Now instead of rolling them, I want you to do a little shoulder lift. And relax, and a shoulder lift. And at this time, we can keep the shoulders rocking from side to side, but let them go through a full motion. Don't try to be quickly switch. Take your time. If you like, you can turn your head, your chin towards that shoulder, releasing some tension through the neck at the same time, but go slow. There we go. Make sure the shoulders come all the way down, and then we lift, contract, lengthen, and soft. Up. And soft. One more each side. There you go. Last one. And bring your hands to the chair. Now try bringing one heel in at a time. Bend your toe, and even if you're sitting, you can bring your feet in, walking your feet in. Watch the back of the chair. We're going to go to the other side. So last time we had the 1 foot forward, we're going to switch with the left. The right was the other one. Hands can be on the chair. Heel is behind, and if this heel likes to slide in, bring the stance a bit closer. Hands can release from the chair, or maybe one at a time, but if you're doing one at a time, use your left side. Left arm rises, left heel. And flow. Good. Tall through the body, open through the belly, through the chest, and then gently back down. If you have both arms going, we're soft, shoulders stay low. And we press into that heel. There we go, up. Nice job. And again, there's no rush to the movements. We do what we can. Feel all 5 balls of the feet. Feel your foot rolling into the heel. Feel your right knee staying soft and strong as we extend. Experience your movements. It's really important that we're having tension with every part of our movement. And then as we come back down, this is our final one. Reach forward with one or both hands. Take the hand to the chair. Keep your heel up. And we're going to softly bring that knee in. And then take it back. Bring that knee in. Inhale, nice and tall. And then take that heel back. Good. Now once again, we're breathing into that right hip. We don't want to load as we come up, holding onto the chair. We want to be tall. Breathe in and release. That breath travels from the lungs to the hip and stabilizes our body. Good. And again, our feet can slide on the floor. It doesn't have to come off the floor. For 2 more. Get that hip nice and strong. Strong hips or solid hips. But again, no pain. Nice. 1 more. And bring it down. Slide your foot in. Walk it out. Good job. All right, we're going to come back to the front of the chair. Don't sit quite yet. Grab a drink of water if you need. But as we come to the front, we're going to just do 3 pre-sits. So we're going to pretend we're going to sit. Our toes are forward. Watch your heels behind. All right, draw the toes in. It will feel weird sometimes, but make sure the chair is close behind you, that you have it there in case you need it. The hands are going to float out, the shoulders aren't going to come up. Just reach down nice and low. Tailbone reaches. Perfect. Knees should not hurt if we're going down. As we inhale up, relax. Don't lock the knees as we come up, we'll want to. And then slowly back down. Shoulders are soft. Press back up through your crown. Don't lock the knees as we slowly lower that tailbone. Well done. Now this is the final one. We can have our seat, we've earned it. Take a gentle look back, place those hips into the seat. Stay on the edge, bring your body forward. Just wiggle your hips up. Perfect. Now the hands are going to be down by your sides. The shoulders are going to be relaxed. Now we're going to extend the left leg. Make sure when you extend that left leg that you don't feel like you're falling out of your chair. Bring that left leg back, and then the right's going to extend. So we're going to take the opposite side, left hand, right, or right hand, left leg. As the left heel comes up, the right hand's going to just slide up and slowly back down. Left hand, right leg. Now the feet are going to stay still. The toes are forward, both hands are going to come up. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your chest, hold. Deep, 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 deep breath in. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Take another deep breath into your belly, into your chest. And then slowly lower. Now again, if my arms up there bothers me, I can keep them nice and low. Left foot's going to extend, right hand. Beautiful. It's all good. Left hand, right leg. Take it back, both hands. Feet stay still. Belly opens, chest opens, shoulders back. Now exhale the shoulders down. Inhale the belly open and the chest once again. And slowly lower. Now we shouldn't feel like our back is pinching, we're lengthening. Left leg, right hand. And for today, maybe the hips sore, just do the arms. Left hand, right leg. Always adjust. This is your workout. You adapt it. Feet to the floor, both hands come up, belly opens. Relax the shoulders. Inhale one more time, belly and chest. And then release. One more. Now this option here is left leg extends, right hand comes up, and we might even cross a little bit. But we have to watch that we don't curl in and drop the shoulders. Open up the body, gentle touch, and a gentle release. Right leg extends, left hand may or may not come over. Body is as tall as you can make it. If this is too much with the legs, we're gonna switch from side to side, then just do the hands. So if this is too much to bring my leg up, I'm gonna just sweep my left hand over to the right without the leg extending, but then gently come back. Try not to lean into the backrest, stay tall. Good. Nice and tall. Perfect, one more each side. Nice and tall. And last side. Really strengthening around the knee, through the heel, and a gentle spinal twist. Perfect, take your hands to your knees. Fingertips roll into the inside, pinkies forward. Again, if it hurts the shoulders or the wrists, we adjust. We're going to lean forward, so make sure those heels are under those knees, that we haven't pulled them back underneath us. Lay your belly down on your thighs. Open up your heart as if there's a string pulling your heart towards the front. Go as low as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then take that tailbone, tuck it under you, and just sweep the body up, rolling through the spine. Like a wave of an ocean, then the shoulder just releases like the wave coming into the shore. Breathe into the belly. Go small if you need. Feel that wave curling up. And then extending and releasing onto the beach where it just relaxes. Breathe into the belly. So this is our sitting cat and cow. Coming into our cat, we roll up, relax the shoulders. We come into the cow with the belly leading, the chest open. Most of our movements we do every single day is a cat and cow motion. But we're not breathing, we're holding our breath. And we're loading different areas of the shoulders and back. One more time. Perfect. And as we roll all the way up, I want you to take both hands, just sweep them to the side of your hip. I want you to breathe into that right side of your body. And then as you come to the front, I want you to go back into your cat by tucking your tailbone, sweeping the hands over the knees, and then breathe into the belly. Bring the belly forward into that cow. The shoulders are back, the tail is back, and the belly is open. And as we sweep into the cat, core works around, strengthening, and then we softly come back up into our cow with a nice tall posture. Exhale. And again, reaching to the knees might be too much. Then we just sweep across the thighs. Cow to the top, cat to the front. Perfect. Get those spines, those vertebrae moving, sliding, lubricating them. And then gently back to those knees. Where we're gonna hold, we're gonna walk heel, toe out to the sides. Working through the ankles. My heels are gonna stay above or underneath my knees, my toes are spread out. Now drop the knees slowly, slowly in. Stay tall, chest open. Counterbalance this motion to come forward. Be careful. Opening through those hips. You should feel a nice gentle pull. Breathe into it. And imagine your knees reaching forward, not just towards each other and putting pressure on the knees, but reaching forward. You'll notice a different feeling as we inhale, open. So if I'm just worried about my knees coming in, I'm just putting pressure inside my knees. But if I'm lengthening them, I'm lengthening through my hips. So as I exhale out, we want as much lengthen as we can, no pain. My knees might have to stay wider as I inhale, open, if there's any discomfort. Perfect. Feel that opening through the hips where we get so tight. And then come forward, take your heels in, then your toes. Now the feet are gonna come really close together. The knees are gonna go wide. So roll to the outside of your feet. Notice through the groin area, through the back of the hamstrings, a little more opening. Be tall in your chair. And if you feel like you're falling forward at any point, turn your chair. Try, some of these chairs are not the best to turn, but you've got the arm or the backrest here if you need it. Grab another chair, put it beside you. Whatever you need to do to feel safe. So as we come back to center, we're gonna breathe in, open. So if you notice your body, when we bring the knees in, the core contracts, the body wants to curl up. This is our cat. And as we open and expand our heart and our shoulders roll back, we're back into cat and cow. Every movement you can pretty much base is going to be a cat and cow movement. So when you feel your body moving, even if you're rolling over to when you come to sit up, that's cat and cow, so remember to breathe. All right. Inhale, open. And close her up. Perfect. Come to a neutral position. Feet are above the ankles. The body gets nice and tall. The chin rolls in, and we roll that chin to that right shoulder. Perfect. Inhale back to center, keep the chin nice and low. Look towards your toes or your kneecaps, and then look over to the left. Now as we roll back to the front, it's a good opportunity just to check your knees, make sure they're lined up, the toes are poking out from behind the knees, and then we roll to the right shoulder. Perfect. One more time, centered, and then over to the left. And then back to center. That chin's gonna roll up. We're gonna look to the front of the room. We're gonna reach back. Find the back of your chair. Now this is a really good one if you're sitting in front of a computer for a long time, or you're reading, or you're rolled forward in a position. Get up, reach back, and open up the chest. Now for some of us, this movement, we can go a little deeper in. We can even walk the fingers towards each other. We might even be able to clasp the hands. We don't want broken wrists though. We don't want to put stress on the wrist. So if we need to put a block, a towel, anything to hold, we can bring those shoulder blades together. Opening the chest is our goal. So do what works the best for you. Let the shoulders stay nice and low. Let the breath come across the chest. And again, if we can't breathe and we're panting, then we're not this deep into anything. Arms are nice and long. Chin is tucked. Our automatic thing when the chest goes out is to push the chin out as well. Bring it in. Good. Slowly, carefully release. Come back to the sides. Now we're going to take the hands up. We're going to go into that rag doll, bringing that cloth out. So we're going to bring the hands not too high to see how the shoulders feel. We're going to drop the left palm to the earth, contracting that right shoulder, roll it in, let it come in. The right shoulder is going to roll back with the palm, away from the left shoulder, like they're not going to want to hang out with each other. And as we turn, the left shoulder is going to roll back, the right shoulder is going to roll in. This is a really good de-stressor. We can do this laying on our backs, sitting in our chairs, standing if we need to. But this wringing the cloth out is contracting and opening a lot of tension around the shoulders and the neck. And then gently back. And you can even look into the palm that turns up as that shoulder goes back. And then as you flip your palms, look into the opposite palm as that shoulder goes back. Let's try two more. Switching. Keep the head high, don't lean into the look. And then switch. Perfect. Now the hands float down by the sides. The hands come to the knees. We drop the belly towards those sides and we roll gently down. We're going to stay here. Elbows are going to reach towards the back of your hip or towards your hips. Keep your spine nice and long. So I want your heart to sink between your legs, but your shoulders to go back. Perfect. Now as we relax the neck into a nice and lengthy neck, if you like and feel safe, roll your hands down those legs and come into a gentle forward fold. The crown may release or may not towards the earth. You could be looking underneath your chair if you're comfortable to do so. And then at this position, pull your shoulders back. We'll like to just be lazy and sloppy and drop towards gravity. Pull the shoulders back. Fingertips can be to the feet or to the floor. And then just gently rock your head from shoulder to shoulder in a no motion. Now again, if this is too far down, come to the legs and just rock the head from side to side as well. But keep pulling your shoulders back. They like to roll in. At any point you feel a little bit dizzy, just slowly back it up. Bring the head a little higher than the heart. And then one more time from side to side. Slow and gentle as you breathe. Pause in the middle. Look beyond your toes and we're going to tuck that chin in into a yes motion. Inhale up. And once again, shoulders are still pulling back the entire time we're nodding. If we feel a little queasy or dizzy and we're not comfortable being down that low, then we're up here and we're just tucking the chin in and just softly lifting the head. We don't want to go too far with the neck if we have osteo of the neck, and we don't want to load a lot of pressure in the back of the neck, so we keep it small. Good. So if we're at the bottom, take a deep breath in, put your tailbone into that chair, roll up in that cat stretch, And then settle into a nice inhale into the belly, the shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful, drop your chin to your right shoulder. Hold here, relax and breathe. The left hand's gonna float away from that left leg, maybe to the side, maybe to the back of the chair. But we're gonna reach and gently open up from the jaw down to the neck. Shoulder rolls back. Now if you can flip your palm to face out, you'll notice even a more rolling motion through the back. And then this position down. So do what you can for your body. Breathe into your left lung. Really open it up into that left side of the body. Perfect. Now bring the hand back first. Then slowly bring the head up, look nice and tall, draw your chin in. And then softly turn to the left shoulder, shoulders relaxed. Arms gonna rise out to the side if we choose to. And think down and long through the arm. Palm faces forward if we can. It might have to roll down, that's okay. And just breathe. Feel that whole area expanding with your breath and then exhaling the tension out. Bring the hand back first, bring the head back to center. And then one more time, right shoulder. Left arm. Both shoulders are relaxed back. Breathe nice and deep. Release the left hand back to the leg. Bring the head back to center slowly, carefully, and then the left shoulder. Release the right hand if you can. Palm to the front or out to the side. And then slowly back. Head follows. Now we're going to take the palms of our hands to the kneecaps, and I want you to cup your kneecaps. All right? And as we come away from the fingertips from the kneecaps are going to stay glued to your palms. So the fingers are going to rise up like a spider web expanding out and then bringing them back in. So a lot of times we get our arthritis is from inconsistent pressure in the joints. So one side of the joint is a lot stronger than the other, and the other side's a lot weaker. So there's a constant pull. That is where we feel that pain. So we want to make sure that we do things that we don't usually do to balance it out. So we know we do jars, right? Take your kneecaps and open them like a jar. We tend to use just our wrists. What I want you to do is I want you to get a little bit lower. I want you to turn the elbows out, and I want you to turn those jars and bring those elbows in. Grab with nice wide elbows, using all those muscles through the arms, shoulders, back, not just around the wrist, which we have very weak wrist without the help of all these other big muscles. And as we notice, as I turn, I'm not really breaking my wrist, they stay in line. Little things to prevent those injuries. Now watch the shoulders that we're not condensing the shoulders up. Relax. Use the muscles. There's lots of big muscles through the back and the shoulders that we could do. All right, so this is the motion we want to do. Get in the habit of opening jars and stuff like that this way. So let's not forget there's another motion to it as well. Roll it in. Open the back, close it up. Chest comes forward. We're back into cat and cow. Big arms, shoulders are stay down. But the wrists are protected here. And we're also doing the opposite motion to balance off the opening motion. Perfect. Wonderful. One more time. Roll the elbows out, the wrists stay safe. And as we release, the wrists are still safe and we're nice and tall. So when we go into opening things, a lot of times we're using this part of our hands as well. These two fingers on either hands get very weak. So what I want you to do, instead of always pulling in the thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, I want you to fan, relax your shoulders, your pinkies into your rings, and stop. So we have the L shape in our hands. Release the hands, ring them in. They'll feel a little weaker. That's okay. Feel the pinkies touch. Think about what's coming down each time the fingers come down. Curl them in. Now imagine you're grabbing a pipe. It's crazy how our first 3 fingers can be so strong. These can be so weak. It's just because we don't use them. Balance out that strength. By reversing the motion, we're strengthening the weaker sides of the hands to balance the strong sides. Hopefully, working on balancing it out so we can release the pressure, which usually ends up in pain. Good, one more time. And then relax, palms come up. And then just roll through your wrists. Good. So anything we do throughout the day that the wrists are called broken like this, carrying our purse, carrying our bags, try to use straight through the wrist motions, okay? Protect those wrists. Same with our shoulders. We pull up with here instead of breathing and using the back muscles instead of just the shoulders. So we're going to take the hands back down to the knees. We're going to lay the belly towards those thighs. Roll down, pull the shoulders back, elbows back. Just lengthen and just work that tension back out, because even the concentration on moving the hands, we probably put a little more tension back into the neck out of habit. We come up tall, lower that belly. And on our final sweep up into our cat position, we're going to walk our feet in. Slide our hips to the back of the chair and get ready for a relaxation. So if you need your blocks to go under your feet, please do so. If you want a pillow to sit on or a pillow to prop you from behind, there's options like that as well, or a block. As we sit up tall, try not to lean into your backrest unless you're tired. That's okay. With the shoulders back, think about breathing into the front of the chest. Now place your hands just on either lung. Notice where your breath travels. If you have a sore shoulder, you'll tend to bring the breath away from that sore shoulder. What I want you to do is I want you to breathe specifically into that sore shoulder if you have one. If you don't, what I want you to do is I want you to breathe into one side. And on the exhale, relax. And then I want you to focus on getting the breath into the other side. Now notice if it's difficulty on one side compared to the other. We usually have a dominating side, even a dominating side where the breath goes. One side might feel stuck together. We got to open those lungs up. We want to use as much air capacity in those lungs as we possibly can to bring oxygen to our body. All right? From side to side. Now this may get there today, we may get there, we may not. If we're doing pretty good and we feel like we've got the lungs moving from side to side with the breath, go down a little bit deeper. Find the rib cage. We want deep breath, so the breath's going to go into the left palm. Now if you find that you're here and your shoulders are rolling up, you can always cross your hands. Whatever works for you, that your shoulders aren't not bringing tension into the body. So I can breathe into my left side. Right into those floating ribs, deep, deep, deep. Exhale, softness, and then go over to my right side. And even that little tap connects the brain to the motion, which helps us out. So again, we might have a little difficulty here on one side. That's okay, that's pretty normal. So we just keep working on it and practicing it like anything else. We get better the more we practice. Now breathe in a little bit deeper. We're going to take it into the organs, into the hips. So shallow breathers, our digestion, our bowel movement, everything is on its own. So it's a lot of wear and tear. When we can breathe through the body into the diaphragm, which pushes the breath into those organs and massages them, we are assisting all that. So when we breathe in, the belly swells. We go right into those hips if we can, and then release. So the same thing, try breathing into your left hip, focusing into that left side, especially if you have a sore hip. Go gently into it. We will shut the breath off sometimes, and we will tense it up. So let's detense it. Let's relax it. Let's breathe into it and go from side to side. If you can, close your eyes. Breathing in. Play with the breath, see where you can move it, connecting to what's happening in your body, be more mindful. Take your time and don't get frustrated. If you have a little one side that bothers you, just give it a little tap. Keep trying, give it a break, go to the other side for a bit, and then come back to it. Perfect. If you can sit nice and tall, the hands can relax to your sides. You can keep moving your hands if you like, or you can begin just to let the body relax. The breath stays deep. You feel it from the ribs, from the front and the back, to the belly, to the front and the back. And then begin just to breathe into the forehead. Let the mind relax. Nothing else matters right now but your breath, your body beginning to become lighter and lighter. Your cheeks are softening into the jawline. And as we learn where our tension is, we take a little more time in those areas. To the sinuses, around the mouth, gently relaxing the lips. Tension through the neck, the throat, let it go. Down to the shoulders, across the heart. And when I refer to the tension and the tightness, I don't refer just to physical, but also emotional. So breathe through your heart. Let your heart come forward, less protected, less defensive. Let your lips soften with kind words, gentleness, positive words. Negative thoughts flowing out of the body where positive thoughts come in. Feel your spine growing tall and light as the energy flows through each vertebrae, into the tail, into the hips. Where you're feeling tightness band around that tailbone sciatica area, just relaxing and letting go. Down through the hips to the legs. Feel the massaging of your breath from your belly to your back. Strengthening, but also relaxing and releasing tension. Feel the calves letting go into around the ankles to the toes. And then down the arms, the forearms, and into the palms and fingertips. Notice the images that pop up in our minds all of a sudden. And acknowledge the to-do lists and the stressors, but just put them to the side. Feel your tongue in your mouth, soft and relaxed. And just feel your body floating on your chair as your body lets go. Softly, light, safe. Feel a new freshness throughout your body, a new energy, new excitement for life.